Alright, welcome back to Highfleet. Things are actually looking pretty good right now for this incredibly difficult campaign. Last time, the Sakaar, with the very last fuel that it had in its tanks, managed to fly from Sheth north and get us a City of the Hidden People, which is a huge boon. We've picked up some money from that City of the Hidden People. We've also picked up some missiles, which we will either sell or mount. I would prefer to mount them if we can, but money is tight. We also managed to get back a point of honor with the prince, which means we could ask him for funds again, which is also good. We also managed to capture Uma, and we actually have some scavenging to do here. Now, there's a few things we need to look at. I'm looking at what is risky here. We can probably get this AK-100. There's another AK-100 here we can grab. There's no survivors to grab, which is great. This ammo could lose us something, but I'm not too worried. I definitely want the fuel, and I actually think we're going to grab this AK-100 first. The idea is we need to get out of Uma as quickly as possible, because we do still have enemy garrisons in Ashod, Resht, and Erbal. And that is going to happen if we're not careful. So we have it incoming. Hopefully we can get through this. We can't leave Uma until we've got fuel, so there's nothing we can really do here. This is hopefully not ballistic missiles. Let's see what we've got coming. It's aircraft. 2 aircraft. We can hopefully deal with this. We still don't have any aircraft available to defend ourselves with. We're just going to have to take this on the ground. So fingers crossed we get through this. Looks like there might be some more thermal signatures behind these on the way in. Maybe not. There's the air raid siren. Good luck to our ground crews. They're coming in with bombs. Big bombs. Actually managed to shoot the bomb down there, which I'm really happy with. That's like the first bit of good luck we've actually had this entire campaign. I think we got one of the planes there too. So that wasn't too bad. That could have gone worse. They're going to keep sending those planes at us though until we get out of Uma. So we need to get Uma looted and get out of here as quickly as possible. Which is why the fuel might be the next thing I grab, just so that we can start refueling. It looks like there might be a lot of fuel here. So fingers crossed we can get refueled. But I do want to grab that AK-100 if I can. We should be able to grab this AK-100 too. The ammo is going to explode. Okay, we've got another thermal signature incoming. It's from a different angle. So that was an aircraft coming in from Resht. We now have something coming in from Erbil by the looks of it. Let's see what Erbil are sending at us. It is a very fast missile, so it's probably going to be it might be a very nasty. Yes, it is a very, very nasty missile. This could be a very bad situation. I just managed to shoot that down before it hit us, but that is an R3 ICBM, which that's going to be bad for us while we sit here and loot. The good news is that's probably the only thing they can fire at us from Erbil. I'm hoping. Okay, we managed to get that. Let's grab the ammo, because that is worth a bit of money for us to sell. Okay, we now have thermal signatures incoming. Looks like it's coming in actually from the northeast here. If I just turn this around. I know I probably don't need to do the mouse wheel. Am I right? That's coming in from the northeast? Yeah, we've got another... This is just a KH-15 coming in from Ashod. We should hopefully be able to shoot this down. Where is it coming in from? Somewhere on the right. It's coming in on the Muhit. Go back to shoot that down as well. Firing the AK-100 at the last moment seems to be the right way to do this. Not tense at all. Okay, we've got another thermal spike coming in, very hot, from the northwest. Probably another missile. Am I wrong about that? Okay, it is another KH. So we're dealing with lots of KH missiles here. I'll tell you what, this campaign is getting me my missile interception game. Oh, before I forget, before we do anything else, while recording, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to turn the aiming to the long crosshair. Okay? That should make people a lot happier. Alright, where were we? Right, we're just about to do this interception. Let's go. Okay, where's this one coming in? That's a nasty angle. Oh, we can't afford to lose like a part. I think it's still okay. It is still okay. We really can't afford to lose it. But 1 out of 3 missiles getting through is okay. I think we maybe lost 2% of our fuel stock there. I think we're on 8% fuel before, now we're on 6%. Got another thermal signature coming in from the northwest. There's not much I can do here, because we don't have the fuel to leave. I should probably get the fuel looted as soon as possible. That's another KH-15. Okay, that's the ammo done. Let's just quickly grab the fuel before anything else happens. Coming in from the right. That angle's not good for me to defend. Nasty hit on the Watan. It's still in one piece, so we can get it repaired. Another thermal signature coming in. That's also from the northwest. So Resht has a lot... No, this is Erbil. Erbil has a big missile group. It could be the strike group. We've got another thermal signature. This looks like it's coming in from the northwest as well. So that's from Resht. So that's another KH, I think. And then we have 5 planes coming in from Resht. Oh dear. Okay, this is coming in on the Watan. No, sorry, it's coming on the Muhit. I was not able to defend against that. We took a big hit there, but we're still in one piece. Another missile coming in. I really wish I could get the fleet out of here, but we just don't have the fuel to leave at the moment. Nah, I couldn't even... My shots couldn't even get there in time. Here come the aircraft. Okay, there's 2 planes down. That's 1 plane down, but it got its bombs off before it died. That was on the Gepard. There's 1 aircraft left. I think it's... Yeah, it's used up its ordnance. So we've managed to survive that, but we are... Oh, we might have lost the Gepard. Yeah, the Gepard just died. Died to that strike. So that's another tax, another plane tax on us. We can't even start buying fuel until we finish with this rescue. Okay, we've got another spike. So Erbil, something terrifying is an Erbil with the amount of stuff that's coming away. By the way, we are repairing the Sakar at the moment. I put in a repair order for it to get enough repair for it to get both landing gear done, and then we'll land it, and I'll start working on getting it properly fixed. But right now we need to deal with the defense at Uma.
Thermal signature detected.
So we've got incoming thermal signatures from Erbil. It's another missile. 2 more missiles. 3 more missiles. This will be fun. Where's it coming in from? Made it through, unfortunately. I thought my line was pretty good there. Okay, we got the fuel. We do actually need to give a new order here. We have to take this AK-100. There's nothing I can do. We have to take it. I missed. I thought that was coming in on my ship, not the other ship. Okay, we got 1 more missile coming in. Hopefully we'll get a little bit of breathing room after this. I'm going to just try and set up a wall of fire here, and I failed. The Watan is tanking these hits really nicely, but it is slowly getting... Does it actually have any engines left? Oh, dear. Okay, I can't really afford to take anything else here. And I need the Watan to get the Muhit out of here. We just need fuel, and we need to go. This is very tense now. There's a good shot. The problem is that the Muhit is our flagship, okay? So if the flagship continually takes hits like this, we're in a lot of trouble. Let's see what we've got going on here. We're not going to land anything. The Muhit is still combat capable in its current state, which is flabbergasting. No event, unfortunately. We do have some stuff to sell. I'm going to keep hold of these AK... No, I was going to keep hold of the AK-100s. Because the plan was to put them on the Gepard and turn it into a support ship hunter. That's not going to happen now. That's never going to happen. So I'm going to sell those for some cash. We're going to go into supplies here. We need enough fuel to get to the City of the Hidden People, which we can do with that much fuel. Is there any 180mm prox fuse? We're desperately in need of a 180mm prox fuse. No, there isn't. But I can get some 100mm prox fuse. Yeah, that should... No, I need 80mm. What do I need? I need 130mm, I think. I've actually forgotten what I've got in the primary armament on this ship. We've got D80 Molots, which are 130mm. Okay, so we need 130mm prox fuse. That will help us out quite a lot if we just get a big stack of that. It's quite expensive. Let's get, I don't know, we need about 60 rounds to actually load our guns. We'll get 50 rounds. It's a lot, but it means our missile defense is much higher. I need you to find 1 barrage. We're also going to find out where the nearest strike group is. Okay, there is a strike group in Erbil. Strike group Titan is here, and the nearest tactical group is missile carrier group Bandit, which is also very close. And if they do what the other missile carrier group did and just scream in on us, we're in big trouble. So all we can do right now is sit here and suck in fuel, and then we need to get out of here. Got a radio signal coming. It's been a while since we've actually had anything coming on the radio. This is probably going to be encrypted. I'm actually not using the mouse wheel here, just in case someone wants to tell me not to. I'm using the... Okay, I want to use the mouse wheel a little bit. Over here. I'm actually making a big mess of this. It's much further over than I thought it was. Oh, back a little bit. Okay, let's get the angle. Back this way. Nope. Yeah, I had it. I had it. Okay, I've obviously lost the signal. That's weird. I must have lost the signal. My signal must have timed out, and our good friend is just confusing me. Let's see how we're doing with fuel. So far we haven't been attacked again. We've got about 5 or 6 hours before they reload their missiles and their planes. I'm just going to have to fast forward. There's nothing else I can do. And as soon as we have the fuel, we are taking off and heading to Uma. And we just need to get out of the enemy's radar. So we're not going to take another set of hits, but we're down to 3 ships. There's a good chance that I'm going to rebuild the Watan into something else here, because there's not really much point in having it as an aircraft carrier at the moment. Yeah, let's fly the fleet over to the City of Hidden People. Got another radio signal coming in. Take a little bit less time. Yeah, I did run out of time. Back a little bit. There it is. Oh, I didn't quite get it. It's encrypted anyway. Okay. I could work that out, but to be honest, I'm just too tense and too anxious to sit and think about decryption right now. We do have enough fuel, it's fine. Okay, we are in the dark, and the enemy do not know where we are. For the first time in this campaign, we are safe. We're not super safe, but we are safe enough. So one thing I can do is I can land the Muhit. And I could potentially land the Watan as well. The Sakara is not ready to be landed, even though it says it is. But if I get this on the ground, it just means that it's ready to go for later. The repair, unfortunately, here is not great, but we also don't have a lot of a rush. I'm just going to put this on 2 5s. I'm just going to bring this down. So what I want to do is redesign the legs on both of these ships and give them knees, which is a huge design flaw that I made in my creations that needs to be fixed. Honestly, it was a pretty stupid thing to miss out. The good news is the ships are kind of doing like a good job of just dealing with the attrition. Like, they are still flying, and for ships this size, the amount of punishment they've taken, I'm pretty happy with that. That was also a really nice landing. I'm also very happy with that. So that's a plus 50% repair speed on this ship, which is nice. The Sakar is not ready for landing. You can see here that I don't think these landing gear are properly supported, and I also think they'll fall off. That's unfortunately going to take 146 hours, which is quite a long time. While we're waiting, let's get enough fuel to get to Ashot. Okay, we don't have enough fuel to get to Ashot as is, so we are going to have to sell some stuff. This is the other problem, is how much money it's going to take us to repair. I don't want to sell all of these KH-15s, but we're going to have to sell some of them to get enough fuel. So I'm going to sell 1 and see how much fuel that gives us. That's almost enough to get to Ashot. I'm going to sell a second one because we do need more money on top of that. For repairs. So we're going to sell the second one. Now, the good news, we have all these hull parts and all these armor parts that we bought before when we got hit by an airstrike. I'm just going to fill up on fuel. Okay? That's the start. Now, what I'm probably going to do here is I'm going to let the game run. I'm going to let the early repairs happen to the Sakar. And I'm going to do some thinking about redesigns. So I will probably pause the video here. If anything happens, I'll unpause. Like, I'll pause the recording. And I'll come back to you with updates, but there's not really much point in you sitting here for 140 odd hours waiting for these repairs to go through. So here we go. Okay, we've been sitting in the Hidden City for about 40 hours. There's been a whole ton of radio messages that have been encrypted, and this event just triggered. So for those that haven't seen it before, here's some story. I was awakened in my cabin by a messenger. Admiral, sir, the Grand Duke has asked you to come to the bridge. Something was wrong with the ship. I was hoping this wouldn't trigger so early. The crewman in the wheelhouse looked distressed and confused, their eyes vacant and lost in thought. And yet, he was completely calm. A stark contrast to the rest of the room that I found oddly fascinating. Also, I love this particular piece of artwork because this is apparently the bridge of a ship. And it's got this, like, airplane crossed with, like, World War II airplane crossed with submarine feel to it that I just love. Also, look at the flight suits. Even the Admiral's flight suit in the bottom right-hand corner there has the plugs, by the looks of it, for these air hoses. But when I looked at the porthole, I saw the reason for their alarm. According to the clock, the sun should have been rising, but the world behind the glass was pitch black. The ship's searchlights were weaving around frantically, scouring heaven and earth in a vain attempt to slice apart the all-consuming darkness with their narrow beams of man-made light. Fleet morale, -3. That's fine. We are told no problems with morale. The men are scared, Mark. You need to do something to reassure them. You must address the crew, Duke. Duty calls. I want to hear from you first. What are your thoughts, gentlemen? Now, our current stats are not great. We have 2 for Romani, and that is it, apart from 1 for kindness. So we have no faith, we have no order, we have no force, we have no fear. Morale is good, however. That's the only thing we've got going for us. This can only be a solar eclipse. Tell the crew it will pass. The nuclear war to the south could have kicked up a cloud of ash. An enormous cloud of ash. Assemble all hands, I'll talk to the men. Half an hour later, you find yourself standing before a massive murmuring crowd. Now, I did say that this was going to be like an order playthrough on my Discord, but with the way things have gone, I think there is only one way I can play this. Because there's only one way I'm really making it through this campaign. There's only one way that I win this campaign, with how difficult it is for what you've done to this game to make it more difficult for me. We're going to have to go for the faith playthrough. Because not only does Mark have to believe, but I have to believe that I can win. So we're going to pick option number 2. We're going to go for the 50% faith check. Sometimes things don't go your way. The men look up in surprise. They did not expect you to begin like this. I could say this is the end of the world. I could say the sun has been eclipsed by some unknown celestial body. I could say dust and ash from nuclear war in the south have reached us and blotted out the sun. Now, dust and ash from nuclear war in the south has reached us and blotted out the sun would be the correct option. I have a score of 2 Romani, and that is a 100% success chance. But what did I just tell you? We're going for the faith run. This is the end of the world. Pyotr Ivanovich stares at you, his mouth agape. Everyone freezes in place, waiting for an explanation. Do not wait for the darkness to fade. The sun will never rise again. There are whispers in the crowd. With your right hand stretched out, the Romani and all peoples of Gerat heed my words. You must be strong. Know that all of this has been preordained. The day of reckoning is at hand. Now is the time. Shakur al-Farak. Faith check failed. Fleet morale -3. The crew is flabbergasted by your behavior. Some people knit their brows while others smile weakly. The address is over. This is unnerving, Pyotr. Are you sure he's in his right mind? Should we say something? He is a lawful heir of the dynasty, Sharif. We swore an oath to him. So that didn't go quite as planned. But I have faith. And I hope that you have faith too. If you have faith, you should like the video. Because I have faith. And faith is what's going to get us through this adventure. So we've got 76 hours left on the first set of repairs to the Muhit. There's been a bunch of translations come through. They were all encrypted. I'm not going to bother showing you them. I'm going to stop the video again. I'm going to wait for these repairs to be done. I'll come back to you if there's any updates. Remember, believe. Alright. In half an hour, the Sakar will have finished its first stage of repairs, and we can start looking at the next stage of the campaign. What I think I'm going to be doing is repairing the Muhit first, because it has taken the least damage, getting it back to combat ready status, and then maybe getting the Watan. The Watan probably is going to have to stay as it is to escort it, and then we'll leave the Sakar here to basically get repaired. But let's land the Sakar, because we need to have a look at how it can land. So it is somewhat rebuilt. This is going to be a tough landing. I don't know if I can do it. We may need to spend more time repairing it. But you can at least come along for the ride of me trying to land this ship. Wish me luck. Now, one thing we don't want to do is land it on top of the Muhit. I'd like to get it on that +15 that's next to the Muhit if we can. However, I'm struggling even to move the ship right now, and it is tilting like an absolute rock.
300 meters. 100 meters.
Now, that is a huge... Okay, so that is not happening. So, now that repair is finished, we're going to have to leave the Sakar just repairing as it is. We're going to switch over to the Muhit, and even though we have no money, we should be able to get a decent amount of repairs here because of the tools that we've already bought. You'll notice this repair is costing us nothing. There's also nothing really being repaired on the ship, is there? Okay, we're going to have to sell some missiles. So we're going to sell another missile. It's what we just need to do. We have 500 left. Let's unfortunately sell another missile. This is just not going to cover it, is it? We're so tight on cash. That's going to get us to this. which is still quite a long way off fixed, honestly. The one problem we have is there's no missiles, there's no engines here to repair the ship with. And we need to buy more hull parts. It's going to take 39 hours to get to that stage. Let's just do it. Let's just sell the other... I really wanted to keep these missiles. They would be excellent, but we need to get the ships back to fighting status first. Okay, at this point, I think we've bought everything we can. It's going to take 120 hours to get the ship to pretty much pristine condition with what we have available to us and leave us with 3,300 in the bank. So let's get that queued up. Then we're going to get the Sakaar to finish repairing with any money we make with the Muhit. The Watan's going to act as an escort. That's really all we can afford to do. I'm really sad we had to sell those missiles, but unfortunately, that's just where we are right now. The other thing I can sell, and I actually will sell, are these Sarmats. We're just going to go with AK-100s. What we're going to do is we're going to take the 2 AK-100s off this ship. And we'll put them on the Sakaar when we get a second. But for now, let's just leave it as is. Let's get this up and running. So in another 100 odd hours, I'm gonna again just cut the video. I'll come back in 100 hours and we'll get the ball rolling again. This is nuts. I've never done anything like this before. I've got to believe, right? I've got to believe. I hope you believe too. Okay, it's 120 hours later. Nothing has happened apart from a bunch of radio messages that I didn't bother picking up because everything is encrypted right now. We are pretty much ready to launch the Muhit in as good a condition as it can be. Now, sadly, it can make it to Ashod on its own without needing a fuel tanker, which I'm tempted to do. We could leave the Watan back here to escort the Sakaar later, but the Sakaar could also make that flight. So I think I am going to take the Muhit and the Watan together to Ashod. And I'm actually going to take all the fuel with me. There's actually only so much fuel they can carry. They can carry 55% of the fuel between them. Because we can get more fuel later, and this fuel is already in the tank. So the plan here is we're going to take Ashod. We're just, in fact... No, the Sakaar is too slow. I was just wondering if there was a way we could get to Resht. But we can't actually carry any more fuel. You can see that as I roll this, we've hit the fuel maximum. So I can't just do a lightning strike into Resht, which would be amazing. I could potentially do it from Uma. Let's just do a little bit of checking here. If I pause the game for a second. So from round about the center of the city and people to Resht is a distance of 1,900 kilometers, okay? And if I do the same distance from around about the same spot to Uma, that's 1,493 kilometers. What we could do is we could fly to Uma. We could find out where another strike group is located, or where the strike groups are located, because we've lost the location of Titan. We could refuel, and we could lightning strike, not lightning strike, but we could direct strike Resht. Rather than wasting time in Ashod and taking hits from all of these people, we could take out a fleet HQ, grab the missiles, and get out. Maybe fade back to the city that hit people through Uma, which would give us a chance again to repair and rearm in safety. And we've taken out a fleet HQ, which gets us a lot of resources, because we need the money right now. I actually quite like that plan, so we're going to take these two. We're going to fuel them up. Oops, I missed my mouse wheel. We're going to fuel them up with as much fuel as we can. Yeah, 58 is the maximum. And we're going to fly to Uma. The Sakaar, I'm going to queue up some more repairs on. I don't think there's a lot of supplies left here. There's a fair amount. We're going to take these Sarmats off at this point, and we're going to sell them, because that's a big chunk of money that we really need. We're going to mount these AK-100s, so we now have 8 AK-100s on this ship, and I'm just going to get it to do a little bit of repairing. Wow. That's all we can really do. This is all just going to get stuff fixed, which is fine. So let's get that ship repairing. That's going to just happen in the background while this fleet is moving around. And we'll also need to get some fuel for it. Yeah, we've taken all the fuel from here. I don't see the point in refueling the Sakaar right now, because that's money that we've put into a fuel tank that we can't take out again. So it doesn't need the fuel at the moment while it's repairing. So the question is how close to Resht can we get before we pick up the ire of the enemy? I think, honestly, let's clear all this stuff as well. Hitting the intel center at Uma will actually be a huge boon for us. I'm just going to fast forward as we fly across the desert. Rather than going straight to Ashod, which would be the straightforward thing to do. Okay, someone has just detected us. There could be a...
Thermal signature detected.
There could be... This could actually be... There's a small chance that this is a...
Attention. Visual contact.
Oh, they're searching for us with planes. Oh, this is the worst case scenario. This could not have gone worse. I have two options now. I land in Uma and commit to refueling enough fuel to get to Resht, which is super dangerous. Or I fly back to the city of the hidden people. And you know what? I think we have to believe. Let's intercept these planes so they're not attacking us on the ground. This should be a pretty easy kill for us. Because we've got prox fuse. If I hit. Okay. Now we'll land in Uma. We're just going to go for it, right? They know where we are. We're in big trouble. Let's hope we can get the fuel before they need to scramble. We've already got a lot of fuel in the tanks. We don't need to pick up that much fuel. This is probably the wrong decision. I probably should fade back to the city of the hidden people, but I'm going for it. Alright. Also, the lack of music right now has me a little bit unsettled, but there isn't any interstitial music in this game. Alright, that's enough fuel to get us to Resht. We could also potentially buy some more prox fuse. They've got 30 here. Let's just... Ugh. This is really throwing all my eggs into one basket right now. What can we sell here? No, we need all of that. We can't even sell the 100mm prox fuse. Okay. Now we need to refuel. Let's find out where their strike group is. Where was that? All the way up here. Okay, strike group Titan has gone very far north. That's great news for us. Nomad aircraft carrier group is over in Urbo, which is not great for us. So let's get this fueling done.
Thermal signature
We've got planes incoming. Nothing I can do about that. No, it's incoming missiles, of course. I do actually have missiles at the moment. Oh, are you kidding me? It made it through an interception missile and 3 shots of prox fuse. That's crazy.
Thermal signature detected.
Okay, here comes something from the north.
Attention.
It is 5 aircraft. Okay. We got the 5 aircraft from before. I'm going to launch 1 interception missile here. We're actually out of prox fuse, apparently. Yeah, we are. Trying to shoot down those bombs. The Watan is just taking a lot of damage here, but there's only 2 missiles left in their strike group. We still have 4 AAMs for any more incomings. Watan is on fire, which I don't like. We might lose the Watan here just to attrition damage. We're almost got enough fuel.
Attention.
One more aircraft, just one more plane is all we need to deal with. And then we're on the move. I'm hope. Where is it coming from? Over here. Okay, the Palash did most of the work there. Right, let's just wait for this fuel to arrive. We've got it. We're going to deep strike to Resht. This is a one-way trip. We cannot come back from this. We're diving straight deep into enemy territory. We have no escape plan. They've got no fuel left to come back for this if this goes wrong. Our support cruiser is cool. We just flew into some aircraft. They're actually going to detect us the whole way in because there's enemy planes coming at us the whole way. Where's that missile going? Got him. So the planes from Resht are going to hit us continually, but the other planes should miss us. We've actually lost quite a lot of armor already. This is going to be quite a flight across the desert. This is definitely the wrong thing to be doing, but I've already committed, and I think I just have to believe. That's the only option that I've got. Okay, we've actually made it quite far across the desert before we've been detected. This is probably going to be encrypted, but let's just see. Somewhere here, I think? No, it's further over. Okay, let's get a direction. Probably Resht, right? No? Yeah, it's encrypted. Okay, we still don't have an encryption key, and there's too much going on for me to even think about trying to decrypt it. I'm not good at doing the decryption mechanics in this game. I'm going to ignore that radio message. We're coming in on Resht now. How did they catch us? That's an aircraft from the aircraft carrier group coming in on us. Now everybody knows where we are. Everything's going to be launched. Suddenly just we went from nothing to full danger close on the radar. One aircraft. At least we're in the air. Where's it coming from? The right or the left? Okay, it got wrecked. It got appreciably wrecked. We've got 2 aircraft coming in. 14 rockets on these. Just trying to blast as many rockets out of the sky as I can. He's going to fall back because he fired off his whole barrage. Okay, let's find out what the garrison at Resht has for us. I don't think anything else is going to hit us before we get a chance to hit that. That was actually potentially a strike group from Suva there that hit us. This is suicide. This is such suicide. I can't believe I committed this plan. Oh, cool. That is a big fast missile.
Missile launched.
Good work. We got a missile interception. Thank you, Press. Okay, here we go. What is the garrison? Okay. So we've got the Burrito Gladiator MRL. We've seen the Navarin Sogon Craze replacement before. We've got a ballistic replacement here. Have we seen the ballistic replacement before? Let me just check my notes. All right, I just quickly checked my notes. I misspoke. This is the Gusto MRL from Slomes Inc. Then we've obviously got our Slogger replacement, which is the Prejudice from Corazon Ray. We've got the Navarin replacement, which is the CV7 from Big Boats. We of course have the Valiant from Any Other Mishaps, and now we've got the Cot from Orange Elephant, which is the ballistic replacement. This is a really nasty replacement for the ballistic. I mean, the amount of missiles I pack in here. This Gladiator MRL is also a problem. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty tough fight. We obviously have prox fuse we have 1 prox fuse round available to us. There's no point loading that. Let's hope I can just get through this without too many problems. What a position to put myself into. Alright, wish me luck, let's go. I need to get low very early, because I can't let them get below me. I'm just going to fire off a bunch of rounds here, just to try and do as much attrition damage as I can from long range. That's the Gladiator dealt with. The Slugger is actually a very annoying ship. Okay, got him. That Palace just got destroyed. There goes the Ballistic. Just the Valiant left. Okay, I don't think that could have gone much better than that. That was pretty textbook. Okay, we got a good win there. That's something. Now we have to deal with this. There's 2 Zeniths here to grab. There's a Palash, which would be nice to grab. Fuel tanks and ammo. I think I learned my mistake last time. Let's get the fuel tanks first. We don't have a lot of time before the enemy try to intercept us. What have we got incoming? We've got 1 aircraft coming in. We're going to grab the fuel and get out of here as quickly as possible. I probably shouldn't have launched that AAM, but it's in the air now. And that dealt with that. That was a mistake, but whatever, it's done. Okay. We want to get the fuel. We want to get the missiles. And we're going to dip down to Ashod. And then we're going to... 38 missiles incoming. Youch. On the right. Ugh. How did he fly through that barrage? Okay, they've dumped their ammo though, and they're getting out of here. This is... Oh, did we just lose the Watan? We just lost the Watan. I think that was an ammo explosion. No, it's still alive. Okay, we just lost the center. There was a big ammo explosion in the center, but the ship is still in one piece somehow. That ship has... Okay, another 4 aircraft incoming. How many missiles this time? 26 missiles and 4 bombs. I've definitely launched my last AAM here to try and deal with some of this. Oh, I've got a gun that's firing rounds into the Watan there, which wasn't ideal. Is the Watan still alive? It is. It's. I don't know how it's still alive because the bridge is somewhere around here. Okay, we got the fuel. That's something. Oh, we need to give another order here. We might as well just grab the ammo because that's all the only option we've got.
Visual contact.
We've got a missile incoming now. I don't have any AAMs left, so we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Ouch, that was a big hit, but the ship's still okay. That was a look at the damage that did. Damn. This was a mistake. This was a big mistake. Oh, this was such a big mistake. This was such a huge mistake. I don't believe anymore. There's no way Mark's going to make it through this adventure. The Watan tanked that hit like a beast. How are we going to stay here long enough to refuel? I don't know. Okay, we're going to jump into the town. We're going to grab the missiles. So we got the Sword of Damocles. Near the city, we discovered a smooth, level platform dotted with low concrete domes, each topped with a heavy steel lid. It took us a while to pry one of them open. Inside, we found a wide, deep shaft. At the very center of it, we discovered the smooth white nose of a missile. My Duke! These are the nuclear weapons of the Gathering. We must extract them at once. It seems our enemy's nuclear arsenal is far larger than we expected. The Admiral casts a grim glance at the launch silos. Get these missiles out of the launch bays onto our ships, Pyotr Ivanovich. So we've got 2 KH-15 nukes. One KH-15 intercept nuke, 2 A-100 nukes, and another KH-15PN nuke. That's everything. So we've got a lot of nukes. Now, here's the thing. We can't afford to fire a nuke, okay? Because as soon as we fire a nuke, the enemy get their hands on nukes. And the amount of missiles in this game, if everything coming at me is a nuclear missile, there's just absolutely no way. So these are just cash. We've effectively just... This is like... Part 2 of a heist, okay? We are heisting these missiles from the Fleet HQ to get us the funds we need to push our campaign further into this adventure. All we need to do now is get out of here with our money intact. Now, I don't know what the situation is going to be upcoming, so I'm actually going to sell all of these right now to put the money in the bank, okay? We now have 24,000 credits. This puts us in a much better position. We need enough fuel to get to Ashod. We need to get out of range of all of this disaster. We need to get out of here as quickly as possible, so I'm not going to overfuel from there. The other option actually is we actually go back to Irma. That might be a safer route to take, considering how much money we have now. Rather than going through Ashod, where we have to... No, the fight is not a problem. It's the incoming aircraft. I believe that I can do this. We just need to get enough fuel to get out of here. We've got a game save, which is great. So if this messes up, we can roll back to this save point and try again. Somehow, we managed to get a full refuel off of that big attack. Let's get out of here and get to Ashod. Let's get this money back to the City of the Hidden People. We also need to pick up engines. We need to pick up components at this place. There's not going to be an amazing selection of components. We should have actually checked Rest for any rare components, so it's too late for that now. We're going to pick up what components we can from Ashod. And then we need to refuel again. We might as well pick this up and see what it is. We're fine, Pyotr. Please stop worrying. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, still encrypted. Okay. We need to get some encryption. I need to get on top of my decryption game. Okay, they have detected us coming into Ashod. That is a very fast missile. Damn, it made it through all of the AK-100 fire. The armor's still there, though. It's another missile. Who's it coming for? Okay, we can actually just boost over this. Or we could take a slice through all of our engines, dropping our speed down to 103. That is not what I wanted to happen, if I'm being completely honest. Where are they coming from? I have no ammo. I've lost all of my ammo. I can't use my guns. I can't use my guns. I have no way to fight. I can't shoot. I'm not sure... I think I've lost all of my ammo. And these two planes will eventually leave, but we're in big trouble. We're in big trouble. That hit took out all of our ammo. I don't think the Muhit can fight anymore. How much fuel can the Sakar get its hands on? It's not going to be able to make it back if we do that, though. That's a GG. Like, the game has just GG'd. Because that missile strike took out our ammo. So if I continue on to Ashod, if we even get to Ashod, yeah, I still can't fire. That's coming on the Watan. There's nothing I can do about it. GG. That's the Watan probably destroyed. Yep, the Watan's gone. We now don't even have enough fuel to get to Ashod. Okay, so what I need to ask permission for is, may I please roll back to the autosave that we got when we hit Resht? Pretty please. So that I can do that again and not take the missile to lose all of our ammo just at the high point of the campaign. That's what I need to ask you right now. So, do I continue? That's up to you. Let me know in the comments. If you're enjoying this, please leave a like. Please subscribe to the video. It lets me know that you're enjoying this. And let's be able to make more of this. I'm having a great time. I really wanted to get behind the faith there, and I just got slapped in the face so horrendously bad by the game. But there is literally no coming back from this. The flagship's going to land in the desert at this point, and it's just going to get picked apart by missiles. There's literally no way out now that we've lost the Watan. But it doesn't have to be that way. Maybe this last section was a dream, and we could roll back to me taking the fleet HQ. It's not hopeless. I've got 22 grand. We could get all the ships rebuilt in the City of the Hidden People, and move north. We don't need to take all this. We just go straight up. Start make our way to Imgur. That could be what we do. But it's up to you. What do you want me to do? Do you want to give me another chance? Let me know. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for all the time you spent on my Discord for those that do. A special thanks to those of you who supported me on Ko-Fi or with Super Chat. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now.